Ah yes, welcome to part 2 of this 2-year span edition. So let's get right into it. So for the 2007 season, Waltrip moved his Busch Series team to the Nextel Cup Series. He would form his own team, Michael Waltrip Racing, along with Dale Jarrett and David Rudiman to race a 3-car operation, as well as joining forces with Toyota in its very first year. But the team would get off to a horrible start after NASCAR inspectors found evidence in the engine intake manifold that Waltrip, Rudiman, and Jarrett's teams had used an illegal, unspecified oxygenate fuel additive to increase performance. NASCAR would confiscate all 3 of their cars, and they were all docked 100 driver's points, and Waltrip was docked 100 owner's points. And as you'll see, the racing gods would make him pay for this one, as Waltrip would have the worst season of his entire career. Take a look.
Oh, goodness gracious, Mikey.
Michael had his hands full down there in turn 1 and 2.
Buddy. He didn't need that, boys.
This is lap 1. We know it's going to be a throwaway lap for him. Just got to regroup here for lap 2.
Come on, buddy. That thing is just evil.
Oh,
he's going to wreck it. Lost his momentum, come to the line. Oh, me.
So what kind of speed he carries down here.
Gotta go.
194. That's about 5 to 6 miles an hour.
I don't believe I'd have said that if I were y'all. I think I'd have need to be watching what we're watching. He's sucking it up, I tell you. If he can pull this out, it'd be like what A.J. Allmendinger did, but the car is just not there for him. It's just all over the place, and there it goes.
Oh, there it goes.
That's such a shame. The car is just evil. There's no way you can drive a car like that.
It's just like it wasn't even down in the racetrack at all.
No, it never. It was that way the whole run. In their defense, they've done a lot of work. I know they came here and tested. They've been to Kentucky. It's not from lack of effort, but obviously they're just not getting it done right now. And this is what I was afraid was going to happen to him. Because when you're in a situation, you got to get in on your time. What are you going to do, Larry? You got to just run it till you wreck.
29.56. Not fast enough.
Got some work to do there.
It just seems like that's way high to me.
I believe that's higher than what he did on lap 1.
Just the car's not sticking. It just went down there, and it looks like it just took off.
Darrell, he's got to find 2/10.
Which we certainly have seen a lot of cars do in this qualifying session on lap 2.
Well, you can run all over this racetrack. We know that, but I don't know if it's a good thing for qualifying or not. We'll see what we got here.
Got to be to 39 to knock Ward Burton out. Got to be to 36 to lock into the show.
Didn't do it.
56. Second lap, same as the first. And for the 3rd week in a row, Michael Waltrip will head to the house.
Watching him, and Kevin LePage will be watching closely.
Michael Waltrip in the Napa Camry, trying to get back into the show with the number 55.
Glad it's him and not me. Man, talking about pressure.
And he was 43rd quickest in practice. Right now, he needs to run faster than a 15.63, 15.638.
Waltrip trying to make only his 2nd start of 2007.
He's got work to do from here.
Car looked just like it was just a little slow. That's not any better.
15.681. Yeah.
He's only 5/100ths out of the show, but that's 7 positions. He needs half a 10th.
Nah, he couldn't get it. Didn't do it.
Car got loose out of 4 and does not pick up. Michael Waltrip will go home. Kenny Wallace is locked in. Is this the same Napa Camry that he brushed the wall with at the end of practice?
Yeah. I don't think they went to a backup car. I think he's going to be maybe in the 80s, 79, 29, 79. I don't think that's going to be safe.
I saw him running that high line in practice on a qualifying run, and I thought, well, then there's where he had.
Oh, no.
For Pete's sake, brother.
That is a hard lick.
Yeah, fine.
He was way too high there on lap 2, Darrell.
I just don't.
Yeah, I'm fine.
I do not.
Boys, I just can't drive my car. I really struggle with hanging
Poor guy. If you only, gosh.
Watch how high he is here as he starts working off turn 2, Darrell. The car's just sliding, losing grip.
And he's trying to stay after it. You know, he wants to try to get a better lap. He knows that one wasn't good enough to get in. And you've got to say, thank God the safer barrier was right there. But he's going to take another pretty good lick right here at the end. I'll tell you, boys, it's breaking my heart to watch this.
A hard crash for Michael Waltrip. He misses the wall on the outside as the car goes loose.
Same place he hit the wall in practice. Scraped it down there on his other practice qualifying run. He was up high like that. I thought maybe he was trying to something different.
I mean, you don't think he hit that wall hard. There was a coil spring came out of it, bouncing across the racetrack.
There's parts flying everywhere.
Another tough day for Michael, who has made only the Daytona 500 this season.
Our Aflac trivia question. Where did Ricky Rudd make his very first career NASCAR Nextel Cup Series start? What do you think, guys?
I can't answer that one. It's got to be some short track in Virginia. Something like that. That's what I'm thinking.
Hold on to it. That thing's on fire. Got some more coming here. Hold the line. All right, come on down. Get that thing stopped. Get out of it. Get that thing stopped and get out of it.
Heavy contact and
what happened, Mark? Motor blowed up or something.
Safety crews trying to get out to Michael Waltrip quickly. We saw the tire rubbing.
The flames are getting into 3.
Michael is yet to get out of the car. The flames are there. They're trying to get to him. They need to they have a sense of urgency to get him out of the car. Here comes the fire extinguishers. Michael finally trying to get out. The Hans device and some of the connections have him hung there. They're trying to pull him out of the car, and Michael is a very big guy. Over 6'5", 250 pounds, and they finally get him out of the car, and they get the flames extinguished.
Well, it really looked like he struggled getting out of the car. It took a lot longer than I would anticipate that happening, and he's breathing all that fumes, all the stuff from the fire extinguisher, but Mike looks pretty good right now.
I was worried about that left front tire rubbing. Just rubbing just a little more than I'd like to see it.
Yeah, before I say anything, I want to see the replay, see what's going on, because Andy, that left front was smoking hard. Let's take a look at him getting down the back straightaway and see what happened here.
Heard the spotter say something blue. It must have been, it was that left front tire, looks like. And boy, just took, what did I get, an oil line?
Yeah, that's what the spotter said. It looked like it blew an engine, and that's the reason he said that, because that tire blew out and probably sheared an oil line off the oil pump or something on the engine, and that's what made all this fire.
You know, they always tell you when you're starting to learn how to drive, and NASCAR tells you also, guys, if you got a tire rub, it's generally not going to get better. Get it in and fix it. But he thought that maybe it might go away, and it didn't. Boy, big explosion on the left front tire, oil lines, everything, and what a tough deal.
Hold on to it. That thing's on fire. Got some more coming here. Hold the line. All right, come on down. Get that thing stopped. Get out of it.
Watch the window net.
Stop and get out of it.
He's trying to get the window net down in a hurry.
Motor blowed up or something.
You can see fire coming up in the cockpit, probably from the shifter tunnel or something inside the car there. There's a lot of heat inside that car. These guys wear fire protective clothing, and that's what probably saved Michael from getting burned or hurt worse in this car, and that gave him time to get out.
Well, when the tire blew, guys, it was so violent, it just caught on fire immediately, and he didn't hit the wall hard or anything. He just kind of slammed it a little bit, but right now he's disoriented. There's smoke inside the car. He can't see. His spotters help him to slow down to get the car stopped, and Mike did hear enough to get the window net down, which is really good, but again, good job getting that thing in.
He's got no help now. The two Penske cars will hook up and go by Tony Stewart.
This car's big, but it's not big enough to block the whole racetrack.
Clear to the top.
Whoa! Contact, the 96 car. Tony Raines involved.
And Michael Waltrip centered after such a good run. Pole sitter involved in the accident also.
Lap 175. There's the damage on the 16 car. Last week's winner, Greg Biffle.
That's too bad for Michael. Man, he had a good car.
He had a great car. Take a look at Biffle.
He's tired, Mike. Yeah, I blew it right in front.
Biffle's hanging out in the back, trying to stay out of trouble, and he gets himself involved in it.
Watch the contact here. Now, you heard Michael Waltrip say right front, watching her right up across the racetrack.
Just too bad he clipped Elliott Sadler in the process.
Damn, Karma's a bitch. Usually I take this time to show a highlight, but as you can guess, there are none. His 2007 stats look like this: 0 wins, 0 top 5s, 2 top 10s, an average of 25th, and 19 DNQs. Jesus, going through those 2 seasons was painful, but we are finally done. Thank you guys so much for watching this 2-year span edition. This is Black Flags Matter. Catch you next time.